Hi everyone! So I'm back with another Swatch Fest slash mini review of the Vice Limited Reloaded eyeshadow palette. This is, I guess, their 20th anniversary palette. Since it says on the back here, a palette 20 years in the making, ultra limited edition collection. Now, if any of you remember last year, the first Vice Limited, the one in the chartreuse palette, it released on Sephora's website at like midnight for an hour, and it sold out so quick, and people were so disappointed that they didn't get one, and then they re-released it on their website a little while later. It sold out there, and then they re-released it again at Ulta, and it was there for months. Anywho, comes in this really beautiful box with this pretty, it looks like an orchid print, some kind of stylized art. It's really pretty. It comes in this matte black casing that's bejeweled in your typical Vice palette fashion here. And it's got 20 here, Vice Limited Reloaded. You push the button, it pops open, you got your mirror here, and you got your shades, which I will go ahead and swatch for you guys and kind of give you my thoughts on it. I have used this palette a couple of times already. It comes with a brush. I've never used these brushes, so I don't know how these brushes are, but I mean, the shader side looks okay, but the blender side is looks a little chintzy. But I hear they work just fine, but I'm sure they do. I wouldn't know. Anywho, here, I'm going to get closer. Okay, so I'm going to swatch these by column, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got this matte shade called Suspend, glittery shade 501, shimmery shade Smog, which we all should be familiar with. I think that's in one of the Naked palettes, isn't it? Moonflower, which I recognize from one of those little 4-pan palettes that they would sell that would come with a exclusive eye color in it. That's where Moonflower is from. Okay. You can kind of see the shimmer on those. I kind of botched the 501 there, but you kind of get the gist of it. There. Wipe my fingers all off. We'll do the next row. Oil Slick, which is hella old school. I remember that from years ago. Shallow, not familiar with. Misdemeanor. UVB is supposed to be super, super old school. I don't remember that shade at all. And I've been an Urban Decay fan for years now. See the glitter and Oil Slick, it actually translated in the swatch, which is pretty impressive. UVB reminds me of that, if you remember from, I think it was the Ocho Loco eyeliner set from a couple of years ago, that color Ultraviolet. UVB is very, very similar to that shade, so way to go, Urban Decay, because that's really pretty. Very pretty. Alright, so I am going to wipe off my arm here with a wipey. And I will swatch the next column. Don't judge me. Okay. So we have Road Stripe, which this one is insane. It is insane, and I will show you why in a second. Laced, Freak Show, which was in the other limited palette, I do believe, and Goldmine, which is also insane. Alright, Goldmine, look at that madness. Alright. Freak Show, Laced, which I have Laced in a full size. Laced is perfect transition color. So good. So good. And this one, this Road Stripe, I don't know if you can see, There you can see it. It's a lilac. Like it looks white in the pan, but once it hits an emollient surface, your finger, your eyelid, once it hits that surface, it changed to like this lilac dual chrome. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. I love it. And it's great on green eyes and brown eyes. I mean, go for it. If you have my color eyes, or if you have brown eyes, hazel eyes, maybe blue eyes too, I don't know. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And Gash, Hot Pants, Asphyxia, which I've been wanting this shade forever. Almost got a full size, never pulled the trigger, not sure why. I guess because it's such an odd color. And Twice Baked, I believe Twice Baked is it also in a naked palette somewhere in Urban Decay land. Alright. Gash, Hot Pants, Asphyxia, and Twice Baked. I'll bring it down here so you can kind of see what it looks like in the shade versus the sun. So beautiful. I was like, these would be so cute and look. It'd be like a candy eye look. It'd be so pretty. Oh, and with Rose Stripe as your inner corner highlight. Oh my god, it'd be so cute. Someone do it and link me the video. Okay, and then I'm just going to switch arms here and do the last row. So we got Midnight Cowboy, which is an oldie but a goodie. Midnight Cowboy, same thing with Mildew. Mildew's an oldie but a goodie. Acid Rain, and Anonymous, which is like the perfect transition shade under the brow. It's great for pale girls. If you have a deeper skin tone, I would recommend that for underneath your brow. Blend it out, it would be so pretty. Alright, that is unacceptable. Alright. Alright. There's Midnight Cowboy. And it's not showing up very well. Okay, well that's worthless. The sun just went down, kinda. Alright, whatever. Mildew, Acid Rain, and Anonymous. Which Mildew I think was in the there we go. There we go. Mildew was in the Ammo palette, if I'm not mistaken. Also, and Midnight Cowboy. Was that in any of the naked palettes? Does anybody remember? I don't want to go through mine and look. I do remember Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, which I think that's discontinued, but that was so pretty. And it's so glittery, and it's so chunky, and you know, it's their old formula. And for me, this palette, it's pretty much the same as any Urban Decay palette or any Urban Decay product. Well, for the most part, Urban Decay product that I've tried. Urban Decay doesn't disappoint, ever. When it comes to their eyeshadows, there are very few misses and lots and lots and lots of hits. This is a great palette, I will say, and just by looking at it, if you're, you know, a makeup enthusiast, makeup junkie such as myself, you look at this and you say, yeah, I can get some looks out of this. But as far as day-to-day goes, you're gonna need a companion. Sorry. You know, you got your 3 matte shades, Anonymous, Laced, and Suspend, and you don't want to use those as your transitions all the time. Like, you're gonna get bored with that. You know, so you gotta have like a good transition shade type of palette to accompany this one. And when it comes to transition shades, both of the Tartelette palettes, the first one and the Tartelette in Bloom. I love that palette, and I can't remember. Yeah, it's Tartelette in Bloom palette. That one, both of those are full of amazing transition shades that go well with this. I've used them together. They go nicely together. So this is great. I don't know how travel friendly this is, I guess, but It is a great palette, and it's got great eyeshadows in it that have not been seen in palettes from Urban Decay before, plus some oldies and goodies. So, would I purchase this again? Yes, I would. I would purchase the other Vice Limited palette again, too. That one is also my jam. I love all of the Vice palettes. I really do. I think my least favorite one was the one from last year. Well, not last year, 2014, but last year. Not last year, 2015, but last year, 2014. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Pops open, not all the way. I haven't taken the protected film off of the mirror yet, which I usually don't. I usually keep it on there unless I travel with it. Alright, so